Get rugby updates directly to your inbox plus subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Could not subscribe? Try again later. Invalid email. Scarlets produced one of their finest performances in European combat with a dazzling bonus point. Triumph over Bath at the Rec to move into top spot in Pool 5 of Champions Cup. The Llanelli club side had won 27-10 against the West Country Giants with a virtual error-free performance in the quarter-final of the tournament 16 years ago as their pack dominated for Stephen Jones to land 8 penalties and a drop goal. Former Wales captain Jonesy is now backs coach of the Scarlets, and his charges produced some sizzling rugby to score tries through Tadhg Byrne, Paul Asquith, Hadley Parkes and Scott Williams, with Dan Jones hitting the target with 3 conversions and 3 penalties. They led 29-3 with 22 minutes remaining in their vast legion of supporters in a sellout crowd of 13,822 seemed to take over the famous old ground with their singing and passion. Image: Hugh Evans Picture Agency. The 15-man running produced by the Scarlets was like watching the top drawer of the crack Super Rugby tournament, and everybody played a part, with the scrum and line out firing and backs shining, with a little help from forwards who made key decisions and passes in midfield. And it means victory over another former European champion in Toulon and Llanelli next Saturday in a clash that deserves a sellout crowd will put them through to the last 8 as group winners. Bath suffered a blow when they lost Wales Six Nations outside half candidate Rhys Priestland inside 4 minutes with what appeared to be hamstring injury, but came off second best in virtually every department. Scarlets took a 7-point lead in the 12th minute with a scintillating try. Terrific fullback Rhys Priestland launched an arcing counter from his 22 after fielding a box kick from Bath scrum half Chris Cook and beat the first wave of defenders. Image: Getty Images Europe. Lock David Balbring played a key role in spinning the ball wide they were away. Left wing Asquith was eventually tackled, but Wales centre Hadley Parkes drove on. The ball was switched left with a diagonal burst from outstanding flanker Aaron Shingler, creating space for official man of the match Byrne. The Irishman wrong-footing Watson with a glorious sidestep to score, Jones converting. The game continued at a breakneck pace with a bulldozing burst from Bath's England international Banahan, who was touted as English rugby's Jonah Lomu when he first came on the scene, posing serious danger. Scotland back rower John Barclay snuffed it out illegally by grabbing hold of Cook and was promptly sent bin by French referee Jérôme Garces. Priestland's replacement Freddie Burns tapped over the penalty, but the Scarlets hit back almost immediately with another wonderful try. A sustained attack, in which Shingler again made a sizable dent in opposition ranks, culminated in a gem of a pass from Parkes putting Asquith over in the right corner. Image: Hugh Evans Picture Agency. The beauty of the build-up made a mockery of them being down to 14 men, with Barclay watching from the cooler. Jones was wide with the difficult conversion, but they were 9 points to the good. That became 16 a few minutes later when Davies went through Cook after racing around the back of a line out on halfway to put the supporting Parkes over for Jones to add the extras. And they should have got a fourth when Scott Williams was put into space, but he delayed what should have been a scoring pass and it came off the covering Banahan. Jones chipped over a penalty from in front of the sticks to make it 22-3 in their favor at the end of a supercharged and engrossing first half. It had been awarded when the Bath scrum crumbled after the aptly named strongman Samson Leafitt, again after an Achilles tendon problem had kept him out of the autumn internationals, had turned on the power at tight head prop. Image: Getty Images Europe. A chip and chase from the excellent Asquith put them in position for the killer score in the bonus point, with Patchell putting a slide rule grubber behind the defense for Williams to joyously dive On the ball, Banahan, with a wonderful leap and catch. And no. 8 Zach Mercer scored for Bath, but the final scorelines masked the dominance of the Super Scarlets. Bath. Anthony Watson, Matt Banahan, Jonathan Joseph, Ben Tapuai, Aled Brew, Reese Priestland, Chris Cook, Bano Obano, Tom Dunn, Henry Thomas, Elliot Stuke, Luke Charteris, Matt Garvey, capped, Zach Mercer, Sam Underhill, subs, Michael Van Vuren, Lucas Noguera, Max Laheef, James Phillips, Paul Grant, Confosually, Freddie Burns, James Wilson, tries, Banahan, Mercer, Cons, Burns, 2, Penn, Burns, Scarlets, Reese Petchel, Tom Pretty, Hadla Parks, Scott Williams, Paul Asquith, Dan Jones, Gareth Davies, Rob Evans, Ken Owens, capped, Samson Lee, Tadhg Byrne, David Bulbring, Aaron Shingler, John Barkley, James Davies, subs, Ryan Elias, Wynne Jones, Werner Kruger, Lewis Rollins, Josh McLeod, Aled Davies, Stephen Hughes, Will Boyd, tries, Byrne, Asquith, Parks, Williams, Cons, D. Jones, 3, Pens, D. Jones, 3, yellow card, Barkley, 22, ref, Jerome Garces, France, attendance, 13, 822.